Happy Father's Day, people.
Yes, fathers, happy Father's Day.
I wonder if they had a van stolen on Father's Day.
Wendy is mourning the loss of our beloved van again.
Again, this is the second time it has been stolen.
Yes, the van's been stolen twice now because it's a very popular van.
Well, and it's even worse this time. Maybe somebody out there could explain this to me or help me wrap my brain around what we're supposed to do. We got, it's a really old van.
Yes.
So it doesn't have like an alarm system or anything fancy because it's just...
And you can start it with a screwdriver.
Yeah, so, but we have a tracker on it now.
An air tag, yes.
Yeah, an air tag. So when, and the last time it was stolen, the catalytic converter was stolen off of it. So it's really loud, you know. And at what, 5:15 this morning?
5:15, 5:30.
Yeah, you're in with the dogs.
I was feeding the dogs.
You can take over.
And then I heard it, and I said, is that our van? And then I hear it come around the corner right past the house. That sounded like our van. And I went outside and looked, and the van was gone. So there. It was our van.
So we've got a tracker. So Johnny pulls up on the phone and sees exactly our Van Gogh. Like we had an artistic moment.
Yeah, an art reference.
Yeah. He saw where it was going.
Well, yeah, it stopped it would stop and it would lose track. It took a while to get to its final destination, but it got there.
But Johnny enjoyed, giving me shit about we're not in Mayberry, nobody gives a damn. So, yeah, you call the police and they don't even answer.
Well, they're very busy. You get the voicemail and it tells you what to do. You got to go to if it's a life and death emergency, 911, but if it's not, we don't really care. And, fine, I get that.
Yeah, so it's so bizarre to me that, so Johnny gets in the car, not the van,
a much
obviously,
smaller car,
and goes to where the van is, following the tracker, and you can take over for a minute.
I see it there, and it's in this kind of a little, sort of a parking lot. I don't know if it's under the freeway or underneath I think it's a little piece of freeway where it's underneath, and there's campers, RVs, there's other cars, and then another van or two, and it's kind of blocked in by another car, and the guy's got the trunk open and stuff, and nobody's actually touching the van, but the van is there, and the license plates are gone, and it's just sitting there. Never looked better.
So, what are we supposed to do? Because then, the cops call and nothing.
It was quite an ordeal just getting to the. You can't call the cops. They're
yeah.
Not
so
but you have to go. I had to go to the police station. So that was what we decided. I should go to the police station, and I tried to go to the closest police station, but they were having their own incident out front where there's like 6 or 8 cars, police interceptors out front there. Facing across the street into what is the lot for a burned out building, and they're yelling at some person over there with a loudspeaker, and they've got the street blocked off so you can't get to the police station, and so I went to a different police station eventually, where they said, well, you should be at that other police station, but we can take a report. So I filed a report, and it was generally very entertaining because there's a person next door who was having some difficulty, but I don't need to get into her story.
Anyway, you told them here.
Yeah,
it's
and
exactly
I told them where it is,
here,
and they wrote it down, and they said, well, yes, but that's in that other area. The other police take care of that area. We don't go over there, and so I tried again, and I figured maybe this thing had cleared up. The big incident had cleared up at the Rampart station, but it had not. And so when I drove over there, they said, "Nah, you can't come here. We take your problem somewhere else." And I took my problem home, and I could not have been happier.
Yeah, so now what are we supposed to do? Because ultimately, everything that's on it will be sold off, and it'll end up somewhere, and then
maybe they'll
much
live in
later,
it.
We're going to get a letter in the mail saying we owe the city all this money for impounding our van.
Well, I have a solution. My solution is we sign the van over to the city, and they will not charge us for the van. and then we will never have to have this discussion about the stolen van again.
But then we have still not solved our problem of we have a house full of dogs, and if there's a fire, we have to be able to save them.
Yes, we do, but we have not solved that problem now, and I don't think that van was really the solution to this particular problem.
So, anyone out there?
Anybody got a van that's not stealable, not easily stealable?
Not a solution to our problem.
How about we get a posse? We'll round up a posse, and we will go over there and we'll take back our van. I got goons. You got some goons, don't you? And we'll go over there and we'll just start tossing people out of the homeless camp until we get our van back.
Words. Careful with words.
Okay. Let's not do that then.
Careful with words.
I meant unhoused. That's what I meant.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I just want our van back, and I don't want to have to pay money that we don't have because the city has impounded it because they wouldn't get it back to us. So I don't know what the answer is. It's genuinely, authentically, I'm asking anybody in LA that knows how things work here. Do you have an answer for me? I asked one of my my dog people that picked up, who either still is a cop or was a cop, and I didn't get an answer there either, other than, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I know it's not, if there was like a toddler in the van when it was stolen, maybe we need a child. We can go put in the van.
Can we borrow your child?
Can we borrow your child to put in the van? And then maybe
Then we'll, of course, be arrested for putting our child in a van in a home unhoused camp. I think that's about it.
I think we have rambled on long enough.
Oh, way too long.
Sending so much love to each and every one of you. I'm glad it's not a problem of our house being on fire or people getting hurt in over this crazy weekend. I'm glad that we're all safe. And if you hear screaming in the background, that is the bird. That is not a child.
That's not the child we should have put in the van.
That's Jamie jealous because I'm upstairs with Johnny.
The bird's great.
Yeah, we love the bird.
Nice talking to you.
Go spread the love, people. And let us know if you have answers for us. Solutions.
If you got a van.